Hey, what's up guys? This weekend I get another super simple project for you. We're going to be making a concrete paper towel holder. So to keep things simple, we're going to be using foam to make a negative mold for the base of this paper towel holder. I pretty much eyeballed all the measurements. I used the paper towel roll itself to kind of get an idea of how big I want the base to be. And then I actually found something of a similar size, like this coffee can right here, and I traced that to cut the mold out. Once I had that cut out, I cut it out into a ring so that I could glue it onto another piece of foam that would act as the base. To actually hold the paper towel, we're going to be using two dowels. One that's an inch diameter, that's going to go in the center of the paper towel, and then one smaller one that's about a 1/4 inch diameter. The small one will be cut to come up to just under half the height of the paper towel roll itself. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this little dowel actually functions as for the paper towel holder, but I have seen it on other paper towel holders out there, so I wanted to include it in mine. Once these were trimmed to size, I used the hot wire foam cutter to cut out some pilot holes and then fit everything into place. We've now officially finished our negative mold and are ready to start mixing up the concrete. For the concrete, I'm going with Rapid Set's mortar mix. This stuff is really low aggregate and it comes out super smooth, so it's going to leave us with a nice clean slab of concrete to work with. Rapid Set also sells an additive called Flow Control, which you can add into your mix, and that will make things a lot thinner, making the concrete a lot more pourable in the end. I wanted to try to darken the concrete a little bit, so I mixed in some charcoal colored liquid cement coloring. I just kind of added it to taste and mixed everything up. Now, I'm not 100% sure what happened here. I might have waited a bit too long to pour the concrete into the mold because things started setting up on me a little earlier than I expected. At the time, this didn't really seem like a problem, so I just filled the mold, tapped everything out into place, and let things dry overnight. I definitely think I waited too long between mixing and pouring the concrete. I realized this when I noticed some cracks in the base of our paper towel holder. I wasn't sure if these cracks were just on the surface or if they went all the way through, so I took things out of the mold and sure enough, it broke apart on me. So after whipping those pieces of concrete as hard as I could into the woods in a fit of rage, I started mixing up a new batch. At this point, I unfortunately didn't have any more colorant, but I really didn't want to add anything extra into our mix. That could have been another reason why things didn't set properly, so this time we were just going to go with the straight up Rapid Set. And this poured a lot smoother, so I was really looking forward to how this was going to come out. Thankfully, that did the trick. I took everything out of the mold, everything came out in one piece, and it was looking great. The next step was just to saw off the extra length of dowel that stuck through the bottom. I just did that with a handsaw, and then I sanded everything to get it even smoother. I also noticed that the base was a little rough around the edges. This happens when you use the foam to make the mold because the foam on the inside is not really perfectly smooth, so you have to do a little bit of file work after to get things looking nice. So that's what I did, broke out the file, filed down the sides, and then I actually beveled the top edge just to give it that little extra something. Finally, I did some cleanup work, sanding the bits of concrete from my first attempt off both of the dowels, and this thing was ready to seal. For the sealer, we're going with Go Shield's Acrylatech 5505. This is a decorative concrete sealer that's going to protect the concrete and give it a nice glossy finish. This can simply be applied with a brush, so I just taped off the dowels and then brushed on the concrete sealer. One final step so that the concrete doesn't scratch up your countertops is to add something to the bottom. For this, I went with some nice soft cork and hot glued that to the bottom. After trimming off the excess, things were looking pretty good. Alright, so what do you guys think? Pretty simple of a project, I know, but it's something you can do in pretty much just a day. If you guys like this project, be sure to check out the other videos I've done in the past. I put those together in the Trowel and Error playlist, which you can find on our channel. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.